All right, so today we're going to take notes, and that means whatever I write, you write on your notebook. By now, you should already glued your notes on your notebook if you haven't done so. Let's review what we learned in the back in the day in Unit 2 when we used to be together. The pattern we realized, make sure you're writing this down, is that a pair, which means two, every two negatives make it positive. So if we look here, pause the video if you need to. 2 times -5, there's only one negative, so that gives me -10. So there's only one negative. Same thing here. One negative, so it gives me -21. However, on here, if you noticed, there's two negatives. And if you remember, every two negatives make a positive. So that gives me positive 40. So how do you determine the signs? We live by that rule. Every two negatives when you multiply equals a positive. Make sure you're writing this down. All right, so we're going to continue working with the distributive property. The distributive property, make sure you're writing this down, involves multiplying. When multiplying, a pair of negatives results in a positive. Give you a second to catch up. So that means that I'm going to distribute this right here. I have -2 times 7h plus 3. And I'm going to distribute, which means I'm going to multiply -2 times 7h. So it's going to be -2 times 7h. And then I'm going to multiply again -2 times 3. So it's -2 times +3. And then don't forget your h. Yes, I know, I forgot it right here. -2 times 7, it's -14h. Don't forget the h. -2 times 3 is -6. So what you did is you multiplied. Here, let me clean this up so you can see it, because I know some of you guys are like, I can't see. It makes 7h. -7. There you go. So the simplified expression is -14h minus 6. When you're distributing, you're multiplying this number. Here, let me do it black. And this number. This number. Pause the video if you need to catch up. Example 2. Same thing. The distributive property involves the process of multiplying. And when you multiply, a pair of negatives results in a positive. Catch it up, catch it up. So let's look at this. I'm going to take negative 3 times negative 4y plus 5. And I'm going to multiply negative 3y with this number. Negative 4y. And I'm going to multiply negative 3y with this number. Negative 3y. 3 times positive 5. And then I'm going to multiply it out. If you notice, negative turn into positive. 3 times 4 is 12y. Negative 3 times positive 5 is negative 15. So the expression is y minus 15. You just got to remember, let me put it over here. You're taking the number that's inside. You don't have to write this part down. And you are multiplying it with this number and this number. All right, let's move on to example, the next one. It says example 2, but you know what I mean. All right. This one has more. So you have negative 5 times negative y plus 3 minus 2h. I want you guys to put a 1 in front of the h, like this. That letter is by itself, so you always put a 1 there. So I'm going to multiply negative 5 times negative 1. And it's negative 1h. Now you're going to multiply negative 5 times positive 3. And you're going to multiply negative 5 times negative 2h. I'm going to multiply them out. Negative times negative, make these positive. 5y. Negative 15. Negative times negative, positive 10h. So the expression is y minus 15 plus 10h. Make sure you're writing this down, catching it up. If you are falling behind, hurry it up. All right. Go to your worksheets. Let's do number 1. Same thing, distributive property, which means you're going to multiply this number times this number and this number times this number. So it's going to be negative 8 times 6w, and then negative 8 times 3y. 8 times 6 is negative 48w. 8 times 3 is negative, wait, this is negative, I forgot that. Positive, positive. positive 24y. So you got to be careful because you noticed I almost got fooled. This is a negative, so this is a negative. And two negatives make a positive. So the expression is negative 48w plus 24y. How do you know you're correct? Good question. Go to the back. Here it is. Cross it out. Let's do number 2 together. Multiplying this number with this number. This number with this number. These two numbers together, there's two negatives, makes positive. Don't forget the letter. This one has only one negative. 4 times 5, 20y. The expression is 12h minus 20y. Let's check. Here it is. Be careful because there's two of them. It's this one. All right. Just remember, you're multiplying. Got to be careful with those negatives. Okay? Every two negatives make it positive. You're multiplying the numbers that are inside the parentheses with the numbers that are outside the parentheses. All right? Good luck. You'll do amazing.